Some 4 million students are graduating college this year, and many are entering a challenging job market. Government numbers show hiring slowed down more than expected in the U.S. last month, and the unemployment rate ticked up to 3.9%. There is some good news for grads. 32% of the U.S. jobs listed on LinkedIn are entry-level positions. LinkedIn career expert Catherine Fisher is here with tips for new grads and a few others. Anyone else looking for a job?
Yes, many.
Good morning. And I know quite a few of them. Some recent grads, some grads from 2023, some folks who want to change.
Yeah.
What advice would you have for them, especially these Zennials and Millennials, who I sometimes think there's like the culture disconnect?
Yes. First thing is have an open mind. You know, the job market, as you mentioned, is going to be a little bit tough. So what you may have thought your career path was going to be right out the gate may change. So be really creative in terms of location, industry, and job type. You also want to really work on that network. Networking should be your full-time job until you get a job, but never give up on networking even when you get that job. So you may think, oh, I don't have a network. Well, you actually do. Your professors, your teachers, your coaches, etc. Tap into them. You also really want to think, about what all the firsts you're going to have. So this is going to be tough. You're going to have to write your first resume. You're going to have your first interview. You're going to have so many firsts. It's going to be challenging. Get used to it. The last thing, which is, I think, probably the most important, is to have a growth mindset. What we're finding is that, because you may get a job that you didn't think you'd be in, this is not your end-all, be-all job. This is a stepping stone. But what we're seeing is that if you want to have that edge, you need to have AI skills. We hear it all the time. So Microsoft and LinkedIn just published a report on the state of AI. They found that 66% of hiring managers are looking for people with AI skills. But the really great news for entry level is that they were saying that more than 70% of hiring managers will hire someone who has AI skills, even if they're less qualified.
So you got to be technologically savvy. You mentioned location.
Yes.
Are there parts of the country that might be hiring a little bit more?
There are. So you may have thought, oh, I'm going to end up in New York or San Francisco, Bay Area.
Dream job.
Yeah, dream job. Yeah, maybe you're going to end up in Arizona. Tucson is hiring a lot, so we're seeing lots of entry-level jobs there.
Okay.
Raytheon, University of Arizona, Banner Health, those companies are hiring. We're also seeing Florida as being a hot spot. Gainesville and Tallahassee are big numbers there for entry level.
She said about 15, 30 seconds in her final question here. Are there particular jobs where there's a lot of demand for people?
There are. So investment banking analyst, medical assistant, and behavioral health specialist. So you may think, again, I don't have those skills. A lot of these companies will give you the training, and your skills are probably transferable. So make sure that you're really playing up the skills that you have that they're looking for.
I just have to ask this. Are there any things that you advise folks not to do in an interview? I mean, what shouldn't they do?
Yeah, don't focus so much on what you don't have. Focus on the skills that you do have. So look at the job description. These are the skills that you're looking for. These are the skills that you have. And you may not think you have those skills, but you probably do. So be really creative in terms of that storytelling. Get your story down pat. Practice with friends. Think about how do you communicate that you're a great communicator.
Yeah.
And don't say you want to worry about work-life balance.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Also,
a big no-no.
Watch the movie Step Brothers. Don't do what they do. Catherine Fisher, thank you so much.